All right, so I want to show you how to create an MLA formatted document in a Google Doc. Okay, so I simply opened a new Google Doc. I just titled this one MLA Model. So MLA refers to Modern Language Association, and they set the standards and formatting for documents in English classes, some of the humanities. Um, But there are some defaults that happen here that are just fine that you don't have to worry about. So your margins will be correct. They will be 1 inch around. Okay. Uh, it defaults to a font that is acceptable and to a size that's acceptable. So there's no need to change either one of these. Okay. Sometimes a professor will tell you they want you to use this font or this font and a certain size. Okay, so be sure that you follow individual professors' instructions for that. For me, the defaults are acceptable to MLA, and so they are acceptable to me. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to create a header. Okay, so the header is what is in this top margin. Okay, so all I need to do is come over here and click. Okay, double click to get me into the header. Now, I will need it to be on the right align because it needs to line up from the right margin. Okay, so here are my alignment buttons, and I'll choose right align. You can see that brings my cursor over here. So I will type my last name and a space. And then I will come over here to insert and come down to the option for page numbers. And you can see it's putting it in different places. Okay, this would be a difference of, hey, I'll have a title page, which MLA does not require, but it would then move your first page to the next page and not on the very first one. But you want this one because you can see it's up there in that right-hand corner. Okay, so you'll notice now a 1 pops up here and it's grayed because that is the part that changes in the header on each page. Okay. So once I'm done with the header, double click here into my document. And before I start typing anything, I want to come over here to line and paragraph spacing. So this is the line and paragraph spacing. Notice it's left next to the alignments. And I want it to be on double. Okay, so it may have defaulted here to 1.15, but you need to make sure that all of your academic papers for me are done in double space. Okay, so make sure you double space before you start typing your heading. So you have a 4-line heading. Okay, it'll be your name first and then last. Then your instructor's name. Okay, so remember you can use Professor or Ms. For my title. And you put that in. You'll type in your course name with a section number. And then the date. You can do the date one of 2 ways. You can do day, month, year, or you can do month, day, year. Okay, so you see this is my 4-line heading. I'll return one more time. And now I need to align with center to type my title. Okay, so be sure in your title you don't change anything. You don't change the font, you don't change the size, you don't bold it, underline it, italicize it, anything like that. You leave it plain. MLA is a little boring that way, but that is what they expect for academic writing. Be sure that you have capitalized all of the appropriate words in the title. Okay, so notice the first word, yes, and then the other words except for, say, short prepositions or articles are capitalized. Okay, so return again. Notice now I need to take it back to my left alignment, which is where we normally have it. Okay, and I need to make friends with a key called tab. Okay, so find the tab along the left. Okay, press it once. Okay. Be sure that you use the tab key. To create your paragraph indentions. So every time you make a new paragraph, all you do is return, you hit the enter key, and then you press the tab key 1 time. Okay, there's no need for an extra space between paragraphs. Okay, that is not MLA format. Okay, so this is a correctly formatted document, okay, that you would have